August 1st, 2025 is absolutely loaded with new LEGO releases. I feel like this is such a cliche thing to say, but I cannot believe we are almost at August in 2025. It doesn't feel like that long ago we were just beginning the year. But now we're nearly halfway through July, and August 1st is pretty much Christmas for major LEGO fans, and it has been for quite some time. It is one of, if not the biggest LEGO release days of the entire calendar year. And this year's August lineup is no exception. There are dozens of absolutely fabulous sets coming out. And to celebrate, I wanted to bring y'all a different kind of video. I've actually never done something like this before. So, without further ado, I'm presenting to you my picks for the top 10 best LEGO August sets of 2025. The only rule is ridiculously obvious. It has to be coming out specifically in August. Most of these sets are coming out on August 1st or sometime in that range. That means a set like the 18+ Wicked item we're getting that comes out in September are not eligible. That should make plenty of sense, so now let's dive into the countdown. Number 10, LEGO City set number 60470, Explorers Arctic Polar Express Train. Kind of funny it actually has the name Polar Express in the actual title of this set. I would have thought that would have been a trademark name. I'm not entirely sure how that works with the Polar Express. But this is not a Christmas train. This is much more akin to the movie Snowpiercer that came out about a decade ago. That's a really fun movie, and obviously the LEGO City version is not this kind of dystopian sci-fi setting. But it is an ice-themed train. And look, I don't really collect LEGO City sets. I buy a few every year when I see pieces and builds that I really am drawn towards, but for the most part, I'm not a huge LEGO City fan. But something about this set is really calling to me. The train looks great. I love the concept. The big rock formation build is fantastic as well. And even though $210 seems like a lot for the piece count of this set, it comes with a full set of train tracks and of course the motors too. So because of all of these factors, this just seems like a really fantastic set to me, and one that I'll probably end up getting to play with my nephew around Christmas time. Number 9, LEGO Marvel set number 76321, Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock subway train scene. Honestly, the fact that we are getting a Spider-Man 2 set in the year 2025 is enough to get this set in my top 10. I have been begging for LEGO to go back to the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. We got a little hint of it with the No Way Home sets, but obviously that's still based on the MCU. But now we have a proper Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man set for the first time in 21 years. And look, the build of this set is literally just a subway train car. It's nothing to write home about. It's pretty square and pretty gray. It's really not all that exciting. It's the minifigures which LEGO thankfully nailed that really put this set over the top for me. Doc Ock got a much needed redesign. This is probably the best Doc Ock LEGO has ever delivered, and they gave us an exclusive version of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man with the rips in his spider suit. I love that. When compared to the other builds in today's video, this one definitely is not up to snuff, but nostalgia and just my pure joy of seeing a new Spider-Man 2 set in 2025 was good enough for me to put it at number 9. Number 8, 75640, the Baratai Floating Restaurant. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and frankly, I don't really know that much about One Piece. I watched the first episode of the live-action Netflix One Piece show that this set is based on, and I've seen a handful of moments from the iconic anime, but I would not tout myself as a One Piece fan. However, I kind of wish I were, because these new LEGO One Piece sets are brilliant. They look so dang good, and this 18+ $330 set is quite impressive. This multi-layered restaurant build looks great from the exterior, but looks really good from the interior as well, with tons of fun details. The minifigures are wonderful, and overall, I'm sure if you are a big One Piece fan, this is probably a dream come true. And frankly, the set is just so darn good that it made my list, despite the fact that I just don't really know exactly what's going on here. Number 7, LEGO Speed Champions set number 77238, Lamborghini Revoluto and Huracan STO. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering any of the pronunciation of these words. I'm pretty sure Huracan is just Spanish for hurricane. Look, this is a LEGO Speed Champions Champions 2-pack of Lamborghinis, and both of these builds just look absolutely fantastic. What can I say? Honestly, this entire spot is just holding space for the entire Speed Champions wave. I didn't want to overcrowd this list with new Speed Champions sets, but all of them look pretty good, and I think the biggest set of the collection is a good set to represent all of them. Number 6, LEGO One Piece 75639, the Going Merry Pirate Ship. Once again, here is another LEGO One Piece set, and look, I might be a novice when it comes to the One Piece lore, however, I know about the Going Merry Pirate Ship. It's the most instantly recognizable thing from the show, and thank God they didn't make that the biggest set of the wave. I think having it be a $140, slightly more accessible play scale set was a brilliant decision. But the play scale did not hinder any of the design techniques here. This looks fantastic. The minifigures are great. It's a great display piece. It appears to have some good play value as well. This is just a darn good LEGO set, man, and it's a good value too. It will not be a day one cop for me because I just don't care that much about One Piece, but eventually I hope to get my hands on this set on sale at some point. Number 5, LEGO Star Wars set number 75435, Battle of Fallujah Separatist MTT. Okay, if this set were like $30 cheaper, it might have been as high as number 2 on this list because I absolutely love the substance of this product. I think this Separatist MTT looks brilliant. LEGO did a great job designing it. Sure, it's downscaled from the iconic 2007 version, but in terms of just pure display value, they did an amazing job, and the early reviews have showcased how the function inside works, and it's chef's kiss, brilliantly done. Additionally, that Commander Bly minifigure is to die for, one of the best LEGO Star Wars figures of the year. Really, the only thing bad about this set is the horrid price at $160 for less than 1,000 pieces. And the funny thing is, this isn't even one of the top 2 worst prices of the summer for LEGO Star Wars. But that's just the life we live now with this theme. The prices have gotten absolutely out of control. But thankfully, unlike its $160 counterpart in the Republic Juggernaut, the build here actually looks really darn good. Number 4, LEGO Architecture set number 21063, Neuschwanstein Castle. I am not doing myself any favors with the sets I picked today. There are lots of strange words to pronounce here. I hope I'm saying Neuschwanstein correctly because this is such a beautiful and iconic looking building that LEGO has translated wonderfully into their architecture format. The angles, the colors, the techniques, the garbled details, everything about this architecture set really came together. And honestly, the architecture theme is killing it right now. They don't make that many architecture sets per year, but when they do, it's always one of the best sets of the year, and the Neuschwanstein Castle is no exception. Number 3, LEGO Star Wars set number 75417, ATST Walker. This is an Ultimate Collector Series LEGO Star Wars set, so right up my alley, and I'm very thankful they're doing a cheaper UCS set, and by cheaper I mean $200, but everything else UCS here has been $230 plus in recent years, so getting one for $200 again is a breath of fresh air. I also think the ATST was long overdue for a UCS remake. It's been nearly 2 decades since the original in 2006, and this new version is a pretty fantastic update. It is not the most exciting build I've ever seen in my life because the ATST Walker is just a big gray chicken-legged walker thing, but it looks really darn good. And any LEGO Star Wars UCS set that looks solid and isn't horribly expensive is going to rank high on any of my upcoming anticipation level lists. This one had to be in the top 3. Number 2, 10358, Transformers Soundwave. I made a quick breaking news video about this set last week, and I absolutely raved about it, saying it's probably the best Transformers set they've made to date. I think this set is just a head above all the rest. The design looks so good, the color scheme is great, the play functions seem to be immaculately done, and it also includes a sound brick, baby, which is really cool to see. The only thing I don't like about this set is, shocker, the price. $190 is way too much for 1,500 pieces, even with a sound brick. Other than that though, this is pretty much a perfect set, and if it were a better value, it might have been number 1. But it was beaten out by one set, and honestly, this selection might surprise some of you. Before I reveal my choice for number 1, I I have a few honorable mentions that didn't quite make the list I'd like to shout out. I'll probably never buy the LEGO City Yellow Bulldozer, but darn it, that set looks pretty great to me. Same thing goes for this arcade machine. It's a weird set that doesn't really fit in with the rest of my collection, but it's just fun and creative, man. The LEGO Star Wars V-19 Torrent Starfighter is really downsized, which I don't love, but it comes with 3 spectacular minifigures. It's actually one of the few decent values this summer from that theme. Finally, while I'm not a big LEGO Ninjago collector anymore, the new Temple Bounty set is a darn good deal for $200 and one of the best bounties they've ever made. My number 1 is LEGO Marvel set number 76325, Avengers Age of Ultron Quinjet. Last year I raved about the Milano LEGO made. It was my second favorite set of the year. I think that's one of the best Marvel sets they have ever devised. I absolutely love that thing. And they followed up the Milano this year with a Quinjet from Age of Ultron. And look, I don't love Age of Ultron, I think it's easily the worst Avengers movie, but this Quinjet design I always thought looked visually very cool, and this LEGO rendition is just perfect. It looks so amazing. I know it's technically speaking a play scale set, but it feels like a UCS scale to me, especially with the fact that it includes a display stand. They just jam-packed so much detail and accurate shaping and coloration into this design. But it also comes with some really darn good minifigures, including an update of Ultron, who looks fantastic, and Quicksilver as well. And the best part is, it's not horribly overpriced. $130 is a lot for a Quinjet, but in today's LEGO climate, I don't think it's too bad. I love this thing, y'all, and that's why it's my most anticipated number 1 set of August 2025. And there you have it, y'all. Those are my picks for the top 10 best LEGO sets of August 2025. What are yours? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. God bless. Bye-bye.